Welcome to the ground control station. Today we are Mr. Janello's RCI X9 on the bench. All right, now, Mr. G, basically, he was getting this thing worked on by two different guys in the same shop, and, you know, kind of like your whistle technicians or whatever, you know, your truck stop, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am type deals. And, you know, he felt a little uneasy with their work and how the radio was performing. So he wanted to send it here for diagnostics and, if need be, any cleanup and corrections. So, nevertheless, we're going to get to this. All right. So I'm going to fast forward, open up this box and getting this thing on the bench. And, yeah, so just a little bit faster than actually in real time. So let's get to it. All right, we got everything we need done, man. Got this thing hooked up on a power supply. And I tell you, really, really cool front face here, dude. I mean, this is not even a touch button right here. It's actually just one of the signature switches. It just senses the heat. It's kind of like your smartphone screen. It senses the heat of your body. These are really, really good looking radios. Hey, Joe, this thing's sick, dude. I'm liking it. I'm liking it, brother. All right, anyways, enough for the cosmetics. We have the RCI X9 on the bench. 1500 watt dry dummy load. Directly fed into the external dummy load option here. Okay. And what we're going to do is mic gain is all the way up. RF power is all the way down. And we are just going to sit you down right here. And we're going to check it out on nose scope. 1 kilohertz tone coming up. There's your 2-division carrier, just to let you know. I'm gonna eject in some more and see if these limiters are gonna keep this thing from really getting crazy. right, man. Let me grab my handy dandy poker. Mr. G. Not too bad looking, man. Not too bad looking at all, brother. Okay, now, as you can see here, your positive isn't so bad at all. All right, it's not flat topping, it's not clipping, you know, but this carrier and the separation between each positive peak, we're gonna have to do something about that, you know? So basically, average swing to the tone was about 32.5 watts. Just a little over 3/4 of a watt of, just under 3/4 of a watt of reflect. And yeah, man, this thing is not too dirty at all. We're gonna stay with the mic gain all the way open and RF power all the way down. And let me clear this. Audio check 1 2 3. I want to see some peak right there. Audio check 1 2 3 4 5. 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 All right, I got a delay, so we're gonna take the delay off of my vocals, and now we'll see everything in real time, as you should. I slow it down just so people can get a better idea of what these vocals are doing. Now they'll just be coming through on the fly. Here we go, real time. Audio check 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. 2-division carrier. Audio check 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Audio check check check. Okay, about 164 watts peak there. Now, let's see what she does with the RF power all the way up. So what I'm gonna do is inject a 1 kilohertz tone and then raise this RF power up and see what she does as we add a little more RF to the scenario. All right, so with that, you had 125 watts peak with 2.8 watts of reflect. So on the high side, as you can tell here, I think that's where that guy or those two individuals probably both tuned your radio for this thing to be wide open at all times. But look how much better the waveform got. So that's why I say what I say in these videos. Sometimes these guys are tuning radios and they're tuning them with the RF power down low. And usually the guy's gonna be running driving an amp with that. So he'll tune everything on the low side of RF power. And when you put a variable to something like that, usually you have to balance things out from the low side and the high side, so you have some linearity in between high and low, and things stay, in compliance with amplitude modulation, which this isn't bad at all, man. But I can tell this guy tuned this radio for this thing to be wide open. Anyways, mic gain all the way down. We're gonna keep the RF power all the way up, okay? 25 watts in reverse, 50 watts forward, 100 watts forward. So this will be bottom scale, middle scale, top scale. Let's key this thing up. about 36 watts. Yep. Let's grab this 2-division carrier. Audio check 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Audio check 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Audio check 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Audio check 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. About 140 watts peak max there. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Audio check. All right, you gotta remember none of these are peak meters. All right, we're gonna jump back at it. So on the low side of the RF power, 25 watts forward. We have about 3.5 watt dead key. Audio. About an average of 34 watts. It's gonna go off the scale here. I turn the RF power all the way up. It's only 25 watts, so yeah, all right. Now we're gonna turn that reverse. It's gonna be reflect. Little under 3/4 of watt of reflect. $35 dead key on the high side of the amplifier. I think that's exactly what it should be doing. I tell you, you didn't get terrible work on here, man. Not whatsoever. You did not get terrible work done here. What we want to do is tighten up this carrier and clean it up just a little bit. I'm gonna run through it and see how the internals look and so forth like that, man. But yeah. Fortunately, sir, you have yourself a very solid radio. Gorgeous too, man. Not too heavy, not too bulky. You know, no big belly, no big heat seat down there. So we're gonna get in here and take a look at it, man, and make sure everything's up to snuff. All right, guys, hold on to something. We'll be back. And I tell you what, I'm really impressed with this new board. RCI is using for the X9. Now, a lot of this internally reminds me of the 2995 board, but you know, considering receive sensitivity and quality, it's definitely one hell of a performer on sideband. Okay, so single sideband receive was a lot more sensitive and clean. Okay, and AM, not as great. Okay, but still great receive on the AM side as well. We got you about it was negative 112 dB down. So the receiver is fine. It's working great. This radio, like I say, I'm impressed with, man. It's probably so far probably the cleanest radio that RCI has got going for them. Unfortunately, of course, I know there's the, you know, the 2900, the 2950, the 2970, 2980, 2990, and the variants within those ones that have amps attached to them later on in life. Yeah, this bad boy is the cleanest RCI has. And I don't know why the bad reviews through some of these techs, other than, man, they're just trying to ward you away from radios so you can buy theirs. No. You know, you got to be real careful what people do and how they display things. Like I said, I'm really impressed with the radio. Of course, it has your RT1 transistors back here. There's your pre-driver and both of your finals. And of course, your amp section, which I'm a lot more impressed with the amp section that I've ever been and seen in anything attached to RCI. Of course, it comes with your RF shield as well. Well, we just detached that so we can check a few things. We're gonna test these FETs in here. and make sure everything's squared away, which more than likely they are, man. You know, like I say, we've already had it on the peak meter, average meters, and O-scope, and she's just doing her thing. There is one complaint about it. The remote wire here for the amp section can come ajar itself due to rattling and riding around in mobiles and stuff like that. What we're going to do is take a non-conductive clear glue and make sure we strap that down and it stays down. As you can tell there, Mr. G, none of your trap coils are spread, okay? And also, the conversion was done clean and the conversion was done correctly, my man. This is an all-around solid performing radio, guys. But what we're gonna do here, Mr. G, is we're gonna make sure everything has enough thermal paste. We're gonna test your amp section, okay? We're gonna go through it and we're gonna tighten up the tune. We're gonna take some time on this tune, man, and get her right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio. All right, man. That's RF power on low. Come back here. RF power high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Clean, clear, broadcast audio. Audio check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Audio check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Check, check, check. Audio check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we get your reflect down as much as possible during forward swing, man. But you know how it goes. This thing's rocking. It's doing its job. I'm gonna place some ferrites, get this thing tidied up, and we'll get it back on the O-scope and get the lids back on and everything. All right, guys, hold on to something. We'll be back. All right, man. We got you all tuned out, receive, transmit, modulation circuit. Everything's good to go. Put a ferrite on your speaker cables here. I'm pretty sure this thing's got talk back somewhere. Yeah, TB. I'm pretty sure that's talk back. So we put a ferrite here on the speaker cables. It does help with, you know, interference and squeal and stuff like that. Put some mix 43 ferrite here on your internal feed lines from radio to amp. Okay. And yeah, man. I mean, we just squared this thing away, took our time with it. Initially, we wanted to set things up, you know, as a high drive radio. You know what I'm saying? A hot radio. But based on the design, if you want this thing dead keying, you know, 5 watts, 10 watts on the low side of the RF power, it's really not going to happen because then reflect jumps up, okay? So we kept things as close to specs as possible, as well as efficiency and quality control in mind, okay? So if you want to jack this thing up and run a 10-watt dead key all day long, it's fine. You're just going to have to do it on the variable. And I'll show you where at on the variable will be a 10-watt dead key. And be honest with you, 10 watts swinging to, let's say, you get 155 max peak envelope power out of here, that's one talking radio, okay? Remember, it's AM, amplitude modulation. Dead key doesn't mean everything. Oh, no, 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 no. That peak envelope power means a lot more, in my opinion. And most of y'all who are correctly informed share the same opinion, okay? All right, we're going to get these lids back on and get it back on the equipment. Hold on to something. We'll be back. All right, man, and we're back. 25 watts in reverse, mic gain all the way up, RF power all the way down. Zero reflect. Come back here. RF power all the way up. Just 1/4 of a watt of reflect. Okay. And we got you at a 20 watt, just a 20 watt dead key, man. Just under a 20 watt dead key. Not much reflect there either. Just over a quarter. Damn near zero. Audio check 1 2 3 4 5. Audio check 1 2 3 4 5. Audio check 1 2 3 4 5. All right. Reflect looking good on the forward modulating power. And get max peak 140 out of it. We're gonna come back here, turn the RF power all the way down. Just a little over 2 watt dead key. Audio check 1 2 3 4 5. Audio 1 2 3 4 5. Audio check 1 2 3 4 5. All right, max peak on the RF power low is 120 watts, man. And you have yourself an average swing of about 35 watts. I mean, average is average, okay? We don't disregard average. We don't disregard peak. It is what it is. Now, I know these fans are kind of loud, but let's see if we can turn up this talk back. I don't like the echoes on these things. For some reason, they're garbled up, sounding in the talk back. Maybe it's too close to proximity of something in the radio. What I did on the receive side is I turned on another radio, and then I used echo, and there was no like garbled sound or distortion sound. It has something to do with the echo board in here, interfering with something, I think. But yeah, let's see if we can hear this talk back with these fans running. Audio check 1 2 3 4 5. 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 Clean, clear broadcast audio. Audio check 1 2 3 4 5. All right, not bad at all. Not bad at all. So what we're gonna do, let's come sit you down right here. All right, guys, 1 kilohertz tone coming up. And she's rocking, brother. Absolutely rocking. That's on the low side, all right? Just gonna come back here. And we're gonna sit you down so you can see that scope. There we go. All right, let's clear that out the way. RF power all the way up, mic gain all the way up. 1 kilohertz tone. Oh, I got the talk back on. And my 2-division carrier is way too big. One kilohertz tone coming up. Now we can raise it up. Now this is about as as best as I can get it on the high side and also keep it as pretty as it was on the low side. Doing about an average 100 watt scale bottom, doing about an average of 25 watts true to the tone. And here, true to the tone, about 74 watts forward. All right, that's the tone, okay? So yeah. $25 watts forward. So you're doing average watts here. All right, so you're doing about 22 average forward true to the tone. All right. Gonna fly through this waveform as well. Whew. Man, that's how you're supposed to have it done, brother. Like I say, man, you got decent work out of those guys. Let me back away from these fans real quick. You got decent work done by those guys. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit you or no one else. I mean, that's just not in my design. God didn't design me that way, man. But she's spot on frequency. She's at performing ass radio, man. She's solid on the scope, bro. Low RF power or high RF power. To be honest with you, Joe, Mr. Janello, no matter how you run this radio, it's gonna sound awesome, dude. Okay? Now, I told you we're gonna find out where 10 watts is on your RF power, okay? So let's do that now. Because when you ride around barefoot in a truck, 10 watts is a decent dead key. You're gonna cover up anybody with a 2-watt dead key, 3-watt dead key, so. All right, RF power is on low. Excuse the fan, guys. I got you right next to the radio. All right, that's about 10 watts right there. Here's your RF power right here. All right. See that orange? See if I can't get a good focus. See that orange line? That is your variable marker. Okay. So basically at the 10 o'clock position. All right. Come on, focus. So basically, all the way down is about 2.5 watts. And about there is 10 watts. So let's see it again. Yep. Just about. Hold up, she's not focusing. There we go. Yeah, so there is about 10 watts. Right there on the RF power. Okay, Mr. G. Oh, that purple's nice, dude. So is that indigo. I mean, even the faceplate is like black mirrored type texture, dude. It's a really badass looking radio, man. I mean, it is clean, dude. Well, basically, when you're in your truck or a noisy environment, run this mic gang about 2 o'clock, and it should cut out all background noises. Okay. Plus, this thing has been tuned with the SRA 198 Ranger microphone, or SR 198, whatever it's called. The variable selectors here, they're really hard to see, but they are orange. You see that orange line there? So that is your marker for where you want it, okay? Now, if you're in a really, really quiet area, like my radio room is half the time, or radio/tech room, I mean, you can run that thing wide open. You're not going to hear any background noise. Mr. G, you got yourself one badass radio, brother. That's all I can tell you, man. And I'm very, very happy. Like I say, your phone call discouraged me. I thought you got some really, really bad work. But, sir, you didn't. So don't feel too bad about what you previously paid them for. And also, man, high fucking five, dude. Because you got it in here. We got the proof on video. It's coming back to you. And you got yourself a rockin' ass radio. No doubt about it. Mr. G, I appreciate your work. I appreciate you tuning in. All my subs, all my haters, thank you as well. And I appreciate you guys tuning in. Y'all guys mean the world to me. But what's going on around noon? And it's a blah day. Lots of gray skies and clouds. So what I'm going to do is grab me some lunch and continue on. YouTube land, radio community, I'll catch you on the flip. Ground control, 204, Black Ops technology. And we're gone, 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 gone.